out more, and one of those premier events had to be canceled for the second year in a row, and that is the Mississippi Book Festival. And if you're thinking, well, Rebecca, that was back in August, yes, it was, but they have worked really hard and come together to launch their literary log-on party since they couldn't have their literary lawn party. And so joining us today on Good Things is Miss Ellen Daniels. She is the executive director of the Mississippi Book Festival. So, hey, Ellen.
Hi, Rebecca.
So I know, how hard was it to cancel for the second year in a row?
Well, Rebecca, I mean, it was truly devastating, but we didn't see any other way. It got to a point with the surge in COVID numbers that we just couldn't foresee a way to ensure everybody's health and safety while celebrating our love of books. So we figured we would make it virtual and we could all do it that way safely from the, safety of our own homes.
Which I will say, books are one of those things or companions that during things like quarantine or shut down or during hard times or even good times, really, you can always feel safe at home with a good book and, get lost in a good story. And I think that's one thing people enjoyed about the festival and will continue to enjoy. I'm sure we will bring it back as soon as possible. But what was slated for this year that was so special?
Well, a lot of the panels that we had planned, we had 47 panels planned for the in-person event, and we had to cancel and switch to virtual. We were able to still host 31 of those panels with over 110 authors and moderators, which is pretty amazing. We had a great group of authors and moderators who really pulled together, and they were willing to, participate in a different format. And so we so appreciate that. We've got lots of great things for everybody today. It was just released today on our website. We've got Curtis Wilkie. Everybody loves Curtis Wilkie, and Curtis Wilkie's new book is When Evil Lived in Laurel. And that panel actually took place in MPB's, Mississippi Public Broadcasting studio. And so we got to record that, which is a really fantastic panel. A lot of significance for Mississippi. And then we had Race Against Time with Jerry Mitchell. Jerry Mitchell lives in Jackson, and he was a longtime reporter at the Clarion Ledger, and Jerry is an amazing investigative reporter. And so there's another wonderful panel that happened in MPB studios that was filmed. Well, we've got Angie Thomas, Catherine Pierce, the poet laureate, the new poet laureate of our state, Kiese Lehman. The list goes on and on. I mean, we have so many wonderful authors that are right here in Mississippi. Of course, authors from all over the country participated, but we really love to highlight our wonderful Mississippi authors at the Mississippi Book Festival.
So if we're listening to Good Things, Ellen, and we're thinking, great, now I may not have been able to come to the lawn party that's traditionally held in Central Mississippi. Here's a new opportunity to get to hear some of these great panels and learn about Mississippi authors. How do we partake in the literary log-on party? That's a mouthful, but it's really cute.
It is. So you can go to our website at www.msbookfestival.com. And when you get to that website, you will see view 2020-21 videos. And so you just click there. But another fun thing about our website, the Mississippi Book Festival has been around since 2015. And since we started, we have recorded every panel that has taken place at the book festival. So if you've never been able to come and you want to see kind of what has taken place in past years, you can go up to the replay section of our website, and all of the years are broken down, and you can view any panel from any year. So we've got, over 300 panels on our website that you can view at your leisure. So, the 2021 Book Festival, all of those videos are up, but everything else from our entire history is up as well.
I always love the history, though, of the book festival, Ellen, because it was just a dream of a couple of friends who wanted to sort of celebrate the love of literature, obviously highlight all the great history around Mississippi authors, past, present, and obviously future. And it literally exploded in popularity. I mean, to think that 2020 was supposed to be this grand celebration, and sadly it got curtailed as well as 2021. But in 4 or 5 short years, you guys really grew this event leaps and bounds. That has to be something to be proud of.
I mean, and of course, I'm very proud of it. You know, I have to give full credit to the founding executive director, Holly Lang. You know, there are not many people on this earth can do what Holly Lang can do, and I'm so privileged and honored to have been under her since 2019 and gotten to see how she has run the festival and how she does things. It's been an incredible learning experience for me. But yeah, the book festival has gotten bigger with every year. In 2019, I believe we engaged over 15,000 people with the book festival. And you know, with a state which is you know, not super populated, that's really amazing. And you know, people come from around the state, you know, outside of Mississippi, because a kind of magic has been created at the Mississippi Book Festival, and people want to experience it, and we love that.
Well, we would love for everyone to at least get a piece of that with the literary log on party, which is now found on your website. But looking into the future, we hope to see the literary lawn party back, Ellen. Are we in plans for 2022 to hopefully, fingers crossed, be hashtag or not air quote normal, whatever that means?
Whatever that means at this point, right? Yes, August 20th, 2022, we are all going to be back together on the state capitol lawn celebrating our love of books, their authors, and just being together.
Just being
Is that
together.
something?
And yeah, I think that's something to definitely look forward to. But it sounds like there's plenty of content to keep you and your love of books and Mississippi literature going between now and then. So walk us back through, Ellen. Where do we go to get to log on to our literary party?
Visit our website at www.msbookfestival.com. And please sign up for our email list on that website. That will keep you up to date of all the things going on with the festival. When we start really ramping up for 2022 planning, we'll keep everybody up to date. And if you are an author and would like to participate, you can suggest yourself as a panelist, register for Authors Alley. You know, it takes hundreds of people to really pull this thing off. And, you know, we couldn't do it without the great support from everyone around this state.
The years that I visited, Ellen, my favorite part was, even though the panels are great, it's that author's alley where you get to walk through and meet individuals who just had a dream and a vision for a story or a novel, whether it's fiction or sort of nonfiction, and meet some incredible people from all over who chose to come and sort of sell or try to sell their product, obviously the books here in Mississippi, and to hear they're also teachers and firefighters and all these other normal jobs, not to say that writing's not, and they still
Yeah,
found a way to to create this to do a dream, become an author and be at the festival. So that's what
Rebecca,
I
I
love
don't think
about, yeah.
anything. Yeah, I mean, the Authors Alley is one of the most special parts of the book festival. Because I, for one, I am such a reader. I'm not a writer. I can't imagine anything more difficult than writing an entire book. I mean, like, I tip my hat to people who are able to do that. I really appreciate their work. And so to give people who have worked so hard on a book and then self-published it an avenue to sell their books, meet readers, gain new readers. I mean, I think that's really important. And, I've talked to many Authors Alley people over the year, and it's a really special experience for them. And we love, facilitating that.
Well, you heard it here on Good Things. Put it on your calendar. August the 20th of 2022. We're all going to get to meet on the lawn in person. But until then, we want you to log on and party on. It just really does roll right off your tongue, doesn't it, Ellen?
Literary log on party. Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, I
Thank you,
appreciate your
Rebecca.
time, Ellen, and I look forward to having y'all back in 2022 to promote the in-person event again.
I look forward to it as well. Thank you so much.
All righty. Man, in 4 short years, it really did grow into something incredible. You don't even necessarily have to be an avid reader to appreciate all the great authors and books that were sort of showcased and the panelists that would come and have good conversation around their books. So I know so many people were disappointed that it had to be pivoted 2 years in a row, but they really have done a good job of at least getting that content that everybody was interested in on virtual